Okay, let's continue with problem number 4. Now, line B has the equation 2x minus 3y equals 5. So line B is independent of its own. We're talking about two lines here. Line C is parallel to line B. So pause here and just try to think what you can deduce from this equation, from this sentence. So line B has the equation and line C is parallel. So I could say that line B has the same slope as line C since they are parallel. Okay, so I'm going to stop here first and work on the slope because I need that for my line C. I need to find the slope of line C, but to get the slope of line C, I have to find the slope of line B since these two have the same slope. And I will find the slope of line B, its equation. So from here, to find the equation, you need to write that in the slope-intercept form. So now again, conversion. So review how to convert. I hope you remember. So the slope-intercept form of line B, okay, negative over negative is positive. Positive over negative, okay. So this is line B in slope-intercept form. Okay, so you found out that the slope of line B is 2/3 by converting it. So now we will only use this 2/3 because that will also, since these two are parallel to each other, okay, so this will also be 2/3. Remember, parallel lines have the same slope. Okay, so we already have the slope of line C. Line B, we say goodbye to line B. We don't need it anymore. Remember, they don't have the same y-intercept. We are not going to use this. We're only going to use the slope. Okay, so now find the equation of line C. So this is what we are working on, not line B. Line B is already done. It has its equation. So after finding the slope, we can say goodbye to line B and just concentrate on line C. So we have to find the y-intercept of line C using this point again. So this is like the last two problems that we have been using. Okay, finding the y-intercept given any point, given to 5. Okay, so try to solve that and I hope you can find the equation, find B and then convert to the equation and come back here when you have solved this. Okay, so finding B given y equals 2/5, I'm going to use y equals mx plus b again. So y will be 5, m is 2/3, and x is 2. Okay, so I'm just going to solve this for b. So that would be 4/3 plus b. So I'm going to multiply every term by 3. So that would be 15 is equal to 4 plus 3b. 15 negative 4 is equal to b. 11 is equal to 3b. Okay, like that. Divide both sides by 3. b is 11 over 3. So now I know my b, 11 over 3. So you write it here, 11 over 3. Now you can construct, okay, construct your equation. So y equals slope 2/3 x plus b, 11 over 3. This is your y form. Now I hope you know how to convert that. Okay, so I'm just going to multiply everything by 3 and arrange them. Try to do that and you will get 2x negative 3y equals negative 11. Okay, try to get that. I mean, conversion should be something easy for you. Okay, 2x minus 3y equals negative 11. Okay, so let's go to the last problem, which is now going to be perpendicular. Okay, so line A passes through the points 1, negative 2, and 3b, 3, 5. Line B is perpendicular to line A and passes through 7, 2. Find equation of line B. So we're looking for line B, but we are given line A. Okay, so they are perpendicular. So I have to find the slope of line B, but I'm going to do that by using this information here. So this is our thought process. If only I can find slope of line A, then knowing that perpendicular lines, the slope of perpendicular lines is opposite in sign, are opposite in signs, and reciprocal of each other. So if only I can find the slope of this, then I can find the slope of this. So slope of line A, I hope you remember the slope formula. Slope formula given 2 points is y1 minus y2 all over x sub 1 minus x sub 2. Or you can also exchange this and start with y sub 2 minus y sub 1, as long as you start with x sub 2 and end with x sub 1. So I hope you remember this formula from your algebra 1. So I'm going to find the slope of line A. So line A is just subtract the y's. So this is either your x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so if you want to start with this point, okay, with this point 1, negative 2. So this is my y1, negative 2 minus 5, y2, x sub 1, the excess you subtract. If you are confused, pause the video and try to work on this one first, okay? So here you're going to get negative 7 over negative 2, or simply 7 over 2. Okay, now if you like to use this formula, starting from this point, it's okay too. I'll show you, you'll get the same answer. So you want to start with 3, 5. Okay, so 5 minus negative 2. You subtract the 2 y's. Start with y. And then 3 minus 1. Okay. So you will see they will be equal. Y sub 2 is 5 minus negative 2. And 3 minus 1. So that will be 5 minus negative 2 is just like 5 plus 2 over 3 minus 1. So you will also get 7 over 2. So it doesn't matter. Study this formula if you've forgotten about that. So this is the slope of line A. Okay, since they are perpendicular, since line A is perpendicular to line B, therefore slope of line B is what? Is equal to negative 2 over 7. Okay, opposite, reciprocal. So that is negative 2 over 7. Okay, so we're back to the same problem, 2 and 3. You just have to get your B using this point, and then you can now construct your equation. So again, pause the video and try to solve the problem. Okay, now I hope you have gotten this. Mx plus b, y is 2, m is negative 2 over 7, x is 7, plus b. Okay, so this even cancels, which is very good. So 2 is equal to negative 2 plus b, or b is equal to 2. Move this to the other side, b 4. Okay, so b is, then we can now construct our slope intercept form. So y is equal to m negative 2 over 7x plus 4. And then multiply. So this is your slope-intercept form. Multiply everything by 7. Then move the x here. You're going to have 2x plus 7y equals 28. Try to come up with that, okay? 2x plus 7y equals 28. So I hope with these 5 problems, you have learned how to write equations of lines.